Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Edgemaster Gaming, your home for zombie survival as well as performing interesting challenges like the one in this video. It just so happens that I was browsing the Lazarus wiki when I stumbled across this interesting challenge for headshots only. So I decided to check out the rules, and lo and behold, they're pretty much the same as my world's first perfect game video that I did on graduation. For those of you who are new to my channel, it's this video here. So after going over all the rules, I had to see who was in first place so I would know what to aim for. Currently, there are no entries for solo on graduation, and only this guy with 2,213 headshots on research. So rather than going for the easy win, I've decided to try my hand at the record for research. I'm going to walk you guys through my approach to show you how to get a higher headshot count, and with some luck, I'll be able to get the #1 spot. Alright guys, let's get started. In the early stages, more specifically rounds 1 through 10, I'm just going to use the starter pistol long enough until I get a better weapon. My weapon of choice here is of course going to be something that is easily accessible, has decent firepower, and is fully automatic. Something like the KEDR-B. When using this gun, do your best in the early rounds to fire this weapon like a semi-automatic, especially during insta-kill. And most importantly, when you're aiming for headshots, try your best to strike the zombie somewhere between the middle of the face to the top of the head like you see here. One thing that I would like to note is to ensure that you're stepping back and firing if the zombies get too close. There are a few reasons for this. First reason, of course, is to ensure that you're protecting yourself from being knocked. Second reason is to make sure that you don't accidentally grab the power-up that falls next to you. Although it mentions in the rules that you can get a nuke without being penalized, you want to avoid this at all costs since it takes away from your zombie kill count. There is another reason that I'll address later, but that's all for now. At rounds 10 through 13, I have enough points to buy all of the lab doors, grab the K1A, get all my perks and pack. From here, I simply sit in front of the metal detector room and perform headshots with the K1A until about round 20. The K1A is awesome for this challenge as it can one-shot up to round 19. This part can get kind of boring though, but don't worry, it gets much more difficult later on. Please note that I've only packed the K1A here. On round 17, just wanted to share a bit of advice. When you get an insta-kill, just use the KEDR-B to save your K1A ammo. Also stand back here to allow the zombies to flow in a straight line, making it easy for you to score headshots. It's now round 20, and I'm going to discuss with you guys what mystery box weapons that I'm looking to use in the later rounds. The guns that I'm about to name are great for their aiming ability and damage. And I'll start off with the secondary or backup weapons first. First on the list is the AK-12, which is a part of the AK Derivatives Pass. Next is the AK-47, which of course needs no introduction. And what is probably the most accurate assault rifle in this group is the SL9SD. Out of these three guns though, I prefer the AK-47 overall. I just like the fact that you can't lose the damage unless you swap for a new weapon. Now as for the primary weapons that are guaranteed to one-shot your way to victory, like the backup weapons, these are also in the same category. The Dragunov SVU, and finally the AWP. I just feel like any other weapon would be a bad choice. Although, the crossbow has potential. However, the amount of time that it would take to run around, reload, and one-shot a single zombie is just way too much time for me. Moving on to round 30, I've switched my primary out to the Dragunov and I'm just killing the zombies as they approach. You can use this method, and while this guarantees headshot kills, this is probably not the best way to conserve on ammo as you see here. Eventually I had to switch over to the AWP, and then over to the AK. The AK is still a viable option without insta-kill up to round 34. But things to watch out for of course is not to get touched because you will lose your damage. Shout out to the Cold Heart module. Also, remember what I mentioned earlier about a third reason for stepping back when you fire on the zombies? So what happens is, the zombies are designed to continue to move forward to get to you even when the zombie in front of it is stopped. As you see, he's climbing over the zombie, and if you're not careful when performing a headshot, you'll kill the zombie behind him by shooting him in the torso. On round 33, I started training the zombies because I wanted to conserve on ammo. When doing this, make sure that you run around with the Dragunov or the AWP just in case you get cornered. Remember that the Dragunov can one-shot up to round 41, and the AWP can one-shot up to round 50, but that is of course as long as you quickscope. Which really isn't that quick, but that's another story. Also guys, quick note. Now that there's a 100 zombie cat playing solo, when performing this challenge, you're able to easily keep track of how close you are to the end of every round. And that pretty much covers my strategy. So at this time guys, I'm going to go ahead and share some highlights with you all from my run. Enjoy. Yep, and here ladies and gentlemen is where it finally happened. The exact same thing that I told you guys not to do is what I did myself. Cause as you see, when the zombie stood on the shoulders of his comrades, I shot him in the leg. And that's what I get for being a bit overzealous. Maybe I'll try this challenge again in the future with a goal of 3,000 headshots. Overall, this was a good run, I achieved my goal, and I will be submitting this run for the top spot. So be on the lookout for this video as I will be posting it in its entirety. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe as it would really help me out. And good luck to you guys if you pursue this challenge. The link will be in the description box below. And as always guys, remember to have fun, take care, and God bless.
Yeah.